Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Sixth session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly adjourned sine. Opposition Party NPF boycotts to one-day monsoon session. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio reassures people that government is doing its best to control the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. Health Minister Phom says Nagaland has capacity to test over 1,200 samples per day. And Prime Minister Narendra launches transparent taxation, honouring the honest platform. The one-day sixth session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly, NLA, was held today with only the ruling members as the opposition in the Assembly, Naga People's Front, boycotted the entire session. However, the session chaired by Speaker Sharingan Longama and attended by 22 legislators of the ruling coalition commenced with the House conveying condolences to the passing away of 5 former legislators of NLA, Kakeheo Sukalu, Noklem Konyak, Dr. T.M. Lotha, Reverend Lo Sohi Masi, and So Lemba. Despite the absence of the opposition members, the replies to 12 starred queries put up by them were tabled in the House by the ministers in charge. Commissioner and Secretary NLA Dr. P.J. Anthony reported the assent of the Governor to 5 bills passed in the February sitting of the House. The members also passed by voice vote the Nagaland Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2020 moved by Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio. He also tabled 4 rules on State Disaster Management Plan, Incident Response System, State Disaster Management and Minimum Standards of Relief. Chairman of Public Accounts Committee, Advisor K.T. Sukalu, Member of the Committee on Public Undertakings, Advisor N. Pongkao Konyak, and Advisor Toshi Wongtong, Member of the Estimates Committee, laid their respective reports on different departments. Later, Speaker Longama adjourned the House sine. Earlier, before commencement of the session, Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio launched the Nagaland Legislative Assembly biennial journal titled The Nagaland Assembly Chronicles. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio has reassured the people that the government is doing its best to prevent and control the spread of COVID-19 pandemic in the state. Stating this in the Assembly today, Rio appealed to people not to panic and not to stigmatize the unfortunate infected persons, saying that the state has succeeded in controlling the infection to a great extent, barring a few unfortunate incidents. He informed the House that the state has spent more than 62 crore rupees on the improvement of medical infrastructure, equipments and manpower. Of the total 62 crore rupees, he said that 10 crore was received as assistance from the centre, while the remaining 52 crore rupees was spent from the state resources. On non-medical expenditure like relief, stranded people, distribution of food and dry rations to migrants, preparation of quarantine centres, IEC activities, Rio said the total expenditure stood at 74 crore rupees, out of which only about 14 crore rupees was received from the central government. The Chief Minister said total expenditure of both medical and non-medical expenditure was around 139 crore rupees. Minister for Health and Family Welfare Pangnyu said COVID-19 virus has surprised the entire world, including Nagaland, which has turned out to be one of the biggest health and socio-economic crises of our times. Delivering a statement on COVID-19 situation in the Assembly today, Pangnyu said it is natural to get worried and fear of the uncertainty, as presently science has not been able to find a definite solution to save mankind from this pandemic. Pangnyu informed the House that initially Nagaland had zero capacity to test COVID-19 in the state. However, it now has 2 biosafety laboratories functional in Kohima and Dimapur, while the 3rd lab is being set up at District Hospital Twensang, which is expected to be commissioned by the end of this month. He said the state has a total of 29 TrueNAT machines, including 3 provided by the Union Health Ministry and 6 donated by legislators and civil societies of the state. Informing that the state has a capacity to test over 1,200 samples per day, the minister said additional rapid antigen detection tests are also now made available for COVID-19 testing, while private hospitals and laboratories have been permitted for testing using TrueNAT and rapid antigen detection test as per ministry's guideline. Pangnyu said that about 542 doctors, 2,065 nurses and various supporting staff under the department is involved in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic and delivering essential health services. He expressed appreciation to the numerous civil societies, churches, NGOs, and individuals for coming forward with generous contributions and cooperating with the government in the fight against COVID pandemic. The minister also acknowledged the people of Tuensang and Peren districts for showing exemplary broad-mindedness for the common good in spite of the untold inconveniences and apprehensions caused. Maintaining that COVID-19 is here to stay, the minister appealed to members to adopt safety practices and adhere to the advisories and also urged them to educate the citizens. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched Transparent Taxation, Honouring the Honest platform. He said it will strengthen the efforts of reforming and simplifying India's tax system. The Prime Minister unveiled the next phase of direct tax reforms aimed at easing compliance and rewarding honest taxpayers to boost Indian economy. The Prime Minister said, amidst all the reforms introduced by the centre, the number of people who have filed income tax returns has increased by about 2.5 crores in the last 6 to 7 years. He, however, said it is also true that in a country of 130 crores, it is still very less. AIR correspondent reports that faceless assessment taxpayer charter starts from today and faceless appeal to begin from September 25th, the birthday of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. Nagaland today reported 50 fresh COVID-19 positive cases, taking the total confirmed cases in the state to 3,168. Health and Family Welfare Minister Pangnyu Phom in a tweet informed that out of 232 samples tested, 14 new cases have been detected in Kohima, 5 in Zonopudo, 4 in Mon and 1 in Dimapur. The state reported that out of 50 COVID-19 positive cases reported, 20 cases are detected from armed forces, 28 are among the traced contacts, and 2 from returnees or travellers. With this, the active cases in the state stands at 2,015, while 1,139 have recovered. So far, 7 have lost their lives and 6 cases have migrated to other states. Centre distributed more than 3 crore N95 masks and 1 crore 28 lakh personal protective equipment PPE kits to states, union territories and central institutions. The Union Health Ministry said government has been providing medical supplies free of cost to the state and union territory governments to supplement their efforts. Health Ministry said, with the combined efforts of the Ministry of Health, Textiles and Pharmaceuticals, Defence Research and Development Organisation and others, the domestic industry has been encouraged and facilitated to manufacture and supply essential medical equipments like PPEs, N95 masks and ventilators. As a result, the resolve of Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India has been strengthened and most of the supplies made by the Union government are domestically manufactured. The ministry said more than 22,000 Make in India ventilators have been delivered to various states, union territories and central institutions. And now it's 20 news. Here are the main points again. 6th session of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly adjourned sine. Opposition Party NPF boycotts the one-day monsoon session. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio reassures people that government is doing its best to control the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. Health Minister S. Pangnyu Phom says Nagaland has capacity to test over 1,200 samples per day. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches Transparent Taxation, Honouring the Honest platform. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.